guys, how's it going? Just me and S.H here with another review for you. This time we're taking a look at another Power Ranger from the S.H Figuarts line from Bandai. Here is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger, and he is awesome. This review was requested by, and hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, Relic619555. If it wasn't for you, I would not have reviewed this figure, because I'm pretty sure there's already about 1 million reviews up already, which is kind of weird, you know, because nobody seemed to have so many reviews on the all the other series, like SPD, or the new pirate one, I don't know what that's called, or yeah, just all those other ones. But when it comes to Mighty Morphin, everyone got them, and everyone's reviewing them. Even me. But only because it was requested. Let's take a look at the figure. Still in package, of course. Package is pretty cool, just like the Red Ranger, but it's pretty small too. I guess that helps with space, but you can't hang it up on the wall. Unless you put like 2 thumbtacks on the bottom, on the wall, and it just rests on there. That might help. Figure looks awesome, man. I remember when I saw the pictures months ago, I'm like, dang, that's gonna be epic. Got accessories down there. Right here, American logo of Power Rangers, celebrating 20 years, which is crazy to know that it's been 20 years. We got the epic pose of the Green Ranger right here, also right there, and some more over here. He's got accessories in his hands. It's awesome. We got all the little thingies, little summaries, movable, option parts, and molding. It's awesome. But yeah, the Green Ranger is a motherfucking badass. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna open this up and give it a closer look at the Green Ranger. Tommy, of course. And here he is out of the package, ready to be reviewed. And who is the Green Ranger from the Mighty Morphin series? That is Tommy Oliver, of course. Just a regular day teenager, cast under a spell by Rita Repulsa. She made him go against the Power Rangers. He beat the crap out of them. It was like a five-part episode. And eventually they defeat him, and he becomes a good guy and joins the Power Rangers. And he is the badass of the team. I remember back in the day, the Red Ranger was almost my favorite. But then the Green Ranger came in, and I was like, whoa, this guy's crazy. And when he became a good guy, the Green Ranger became my favorite. And to this day, he's still my favorite. Even over the White Ranger. But yeah, it comes with a shit ton of accessories again, but not as much as the Red Ranger. And I'm actually glad. Comes with these 2 hands, and of course they're slightly opened. They're kind of gripped, so they can fit his accessories in his hand. Also comes with these hands. This one's opened up, and the other one is on his hand. It's on the left arm. This one's a fist with no opening at all. The other fist is on his right hand, his right wrist. Also 2 more hands with gripped open for accessories, but there's no opening. Like the thumb and the fingers are connected to each other. Yeah. And these hands. These are the ones that he has to have when he's doing the Dragon Dagger flute, because you know he's using his fingers for the buttons. It's awesome. And then also the Sword of Darkness, and it is pretty epic, man. It's awesome. Like, this is the sword he gets when he's a bad guy, and they kind of put the source of his evil spell on the sword, so when they destroy it, he becomes a good guy. But yeah, he used this and beat the crap out of the Rangers. It's awesome. Look at that detail, man. Look at this epicness. I mean, of course this isn't cloth material that it should have been like in the show, but it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. And then here's like an actual like translucent like piece for the gem. It's crazy. And then all the details sculpted really nice and painted awesome. It's crazy. And last but not least, here is the Dragon Dagger. And it is epic as hell, man. Look at that. All that sculpt detail and paint. Even got the dragon foot power coin on the metal. It's insane. Never have we ever had a Dragon Dagger sculpted and painted this well. Never. And taking a closer look at the figure, here is the Green Ranger himself. And he is motherfucking badass. He's awesome. Some people kind of complained that his green is not green enough. It's kind of bluish. You know what? As I'm looking into the camera here, I think they're right. But it's different in person. It's weird. I wonder why it's catching it like that. But anyways, figure itself is sculpted awesome. So far from what I see, it's the same body as the Red Ranger. The only difference is the holster, the morpher, the head, of course, and these arms right here, the biceps. Because these parts from the shield, they're sculpted on. They don't come off. The shield itself is new, of course. It's a separate piece. It does not come off unless you do some actual tooling to get it off. This is awesome, man. Look at the helmet. The helmet is awesome. It's like perfect. The way it points up right here, that's the way it should be. Look at the face. It's crazy. Shield, even got the little details on the shield. Awesome, man. It's all shiny. Got the sculpting for the boots down here. And got the lines on the gloves. And oh, you know what? I think this is different too. The lining of the glove, that's new too. The Red Ranger didn't have that. And right here for the, since the glove is so long, it gets to the elbow, and the elbow joints kind of break the sculpt, but it's not a big deal. Because I'd rather have it like that than no double elbows. But look at the morpher, man. It's crazy. They even got, you know, it's actual gold. Because Red Ranger didn't have it like that. His is just silver. But his is gold the way it should be, and it's got the coin in there. It's so epic. Got the holster over here. It's black, just like the way it should be. It's great. So articulation wise, all you can do is, if you saw my Red Ranger review, then it's the same thing. He's got a ball peg in his neck, and ball peg at the head. Like there's one right under his head and one in his neck down there. So you can do all kinds of movements. It's crazy. Look up, look down, and the shoulders are the same as Red Ranger. So I'm not really used to it yet, but maybe you guys are. Go up, but hindered by the shield. Go back, hindered by the shield again. Or you can do this, kind of extend it out, and then get a little bit more movement, just a little bit more, and go side to side as well. You can spin it because there's no bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows and ball peg for the wrist as well, so you can, you know, spin it, and you can go like this too. Awesome. With that extra piece in there, I don't like it. That extra piece covering the joint, I don't think you actually need it because the shield is covering it. But who knows, maybe you'll need it. Upper torso joint right here. And get all kinds of movements. And same thing down here at the waist, underneath behind the belt. You do all kinds of moves. Look at that. Look down all the way. The legs are similar to the shoulders, but not quite. You can go this far up, this far back, side to side, just fine. Also, you can extend it. So now you can go all the way up, all the way back. Awesome. And then you gotta put it back in place. It does have a thigh cut right there. I'm not sure if I mentioned the thigh cut on the Red Ranger. If I didn't, let me know. And double jointed knees right there. Not the best looking, but still, at least you painted the same color. And nothing at the boot. Oh, the same thing right here with the trimming. The lining up for the boot, that's new as well. And the foot, the ankle, goes up this far and this back. Got toe articulation, which is really good. And ankle rocker, the new Marvel Legends style. So that's good. So he's epic, man. It's awesome. Like, finally we get a really good Green Ranger. We did get one from the Super Legends line, which is pretty damn good too. But the lack of articulation kind of kills it on him. But this one has everything you need. It's great. Fucking great. So now, it's time for size comparison. And once again, before I show you the size comparison to figures you already know, so you get the idea, let's bring in some older figures. Here is from Bandai, the original Money from Power Rangers line, Green Ranger, which was one of the most sought out figures back in the day. Look at this guy. Even though he is Green Ranger and I liked him back then, but the lack of accurateness always bothered me, even back then as a kid. Like you see the boots there. He doesn't have them the same. They don't match because this was just a regular Power Ranger body. They just did the flip head and the shield. But they didn't do the gloves or the boots accurate, which always bothered me as a kid. I'm just like, what the hell, man? Look at looks cheesy as hell. I mean, right now on the camera, his green looks better, but just look at the bulkiness. It's ridiculous. But I did like him. But I hated how the shield always came off, no matter what you did. Playing with him as a kid. It's like, what the hell, man? Here's also from Bandai, Power Rangers Super Legends Green Ranger. And here he is next to the new Green Ranger. They're actually the same height. This is what I was talking about, the Super Legends, which is pretty damn good. And they actually fixed the problem with the boots. See how they match right here, but not over there. And he was my favorite figure for a long time. But now this one just came in like, holy crap. Kind of blew me away. The shield is removable. And yeah. He's got the sculpting on the belt, on the Morpher, but it's only painted one color. Same thing with the dagger. This is not actually his dagger, by the way. I don't have it. It was just one color as well. It was gray. This is a different one. It's all black. It's from one of those newer Power Ranger lines. They were like this small, like the 3-inch ones. But yeah, his dagger was accurate to a 6-inch figure. Stupid. But I gave it to him. So sculpt wise, this one looks a lot better. The green wise, probably this one. But especially, well, in person, the green's not bad at all. But right now on the camera, man, it's kind of blue compared to these guys. It's weird. And here is also from Bandai, my name from Power Rangers, the Ninjutsu line, White Ranger. Here's next to the Green Ranger. Looks silly. Here's also from Bandai, Super Legends White Ranger. Alright. As you can see, they match up in size as well, so that's good. So if you don't get your hands on the Figuarts White Ranger, which will eventually come out, then this is always a good replacement. Same joints as the Green Ranger Super Legend I showed you. But yeah, overall he looks good. Here is from Bandai, Zeo Power Rangers, the Red Zeo Ranger. This is not the flip head, by the way. This was the regular one. Here's also from Bandai, the Red Turbo Ranger from the Turbo Power Rangers line. And his legs are really loose, like super loose. I can't even get him to stand up. Come on, man, stand up. There we go. As you can tell, I'm doing like a whole Tommy, the ultimate comparison review. Not perfect in size, but you get the idea. Here is also from Bandai, Dino Thunder Power Rangers, the Black Ranger, which was played by Tommy once again. Come on. And they're actually accurate in size. I think he might be a little bit taller. I'm not sure. So if you ever want to do some kind of Tommy collection, I just showed you all the sizes. And here is the Red Ranger figure I already reviewed from S.H. Figuarts, the Red Ranger. And here he is next to Tommy. That's good. Actually, it looks like he's slightly taller, like not even an inch. Not even an inch, but I can't really tell. Can you? Overall, good height. Let's bring in some classic monsters. Here is from Bandai, Power Rangers, Robo-Goat. And yes, that's his name. It's pretty stupid. I always thought that was stupid, but I think his look is good overall. And here's also Power Rangers. I forgot his name actually. It's like a shark. I can't remember. It's so weird that I forgot his name. I'll look it up. As you can tell, they're too small for him, but it's not a big deal because, to be honest, here's the older Green Ranger figure, and they've always been taller than the monsters. So if you wanted to, you can just, you know, pose him up, bend his knees, and he'll go good with the old monsters. So that works. Cool. One thing I forgot to mention was how the Dragon Dagger can be placed perfectly into his hands. For the two changeable hands, the ones that make it look like he's actually pushing the buttons on the flute, there they are. Look how epic that looks. That's awesome. Never in the history of toys have we had the feature of the Green Ranger being able to use his own Dragon Dagger with the flute. And that's so annoying to know that. But They figured it out here, so that's awesome. Yes, so epic. And can be placed into the holster, like so. And it's in there, the way it should be when he's not using it. It's awesome. It's awesome as fuck! And now let's bring in some figures that you're more familiar with. Here is from Hasbro, Marvel Legends, Doctor Doom. The first release. Not the re-release with the new paint. This is the first one. And here he is next to the Green Ranger. Damn, he's fucking tall. He's pretty damn tall, actually. But I still say that's okay since the Green Ranger is a teenager. He's probably like, what, 17 or 18 at most in the TV series. And here is from Mattel, DC Universe Classics, Green Arrow. And yes, I intentionally use green characters for the comparison. And here he is next to the Green Ranger. He's pretty tall too. Like I said, it's okay since the Green Ranger is a teenager. So that works just fine for me. One thing I did notice about the Super Legends one is that right here on his arm, he's got some gold trimming and sculpted on the glove. But no other figure has that. Not even this new one, this Figuarts one. It doesn't have it. You see that? Does not have it. Which is weird. So I went back and rewatched some episodes, and it's hard to tell if he actually had it. Well, I rewatched that Dino Thunder episode, Fighting Spirit, where he fought himself as Green Ranger. And he didn't have it on there. He did not have the gold trimming. And rewatching the original Mighty Morphin episodes, it's hard to tell.
Go Green Ranger!
So I'm not sure if it's accurate or not. So if it is accurate, then they missed the ball on it here. But it's not a big deal since people don't even know about it. But yeah. And here are the differences between the daggers here. It's pretty ridiculous. And here he is holding his accessories, and they stay in place perfectly. They're not loose in there. So, my final thoughts on this figure, other than the fact that I'm not really sure about the gold trimming he's missing, and the weird shoulder joints that I'm still not used to, or the leg joints as well. Other than that, everything is pretty much perfect. I love this figure. It's awesome. I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10, or maybe even a 20 out of 10. I know, it doesn't even make sense. But yeah, great sculpt. Overall, all the articulation you're gonna need, and all the accessories that the Green Ranger is accurate to having, and sculpted and painted perfect. And yeah, pretty pricey, but for the adult collector, it's worth it, especially if you grew up watching the show. You know, the show's pretty bad nowadays if you watch it, but then again, it was back in the 90s, early 90s, and it was meant for kids, you know. Us kids are growing up now, and we still have some nostalgia watching it, so you gotta be a fan from back in the day to still like the show. Otherwise, it's just horrible. But yeah, that was my review on the Green Ranger from the S.H. Figuarts line. Hope you liked it. Alright, thanks for watching.